Well, a tough loss for Santa Clara tonight in 5 sets against Portland. We're happy to be joined by head coach Erin Lindsey. And coach, you've experienced this type of a tough defeat before, but I'm sure it still stings. Just kind of your overall takeaways from really an entertaining match the whole way through.
Yeah, well, I'm really proud of my team. Obviously, we had to take a break from being together because of COVID protocols. And, to be able to come out and compete at this level after that break, I think is a real testament to our student athletes' commitment to being the best they can be and really just wanting to honor the opportunity to compete and play whenever we get the chance. And so yes, it was really tough to take. I think that we saw kind of that break in our serve and pass game. We definitely want to serve a little tougher and get it to some better spots than we were able to consistently tonight. And that is a big part of what we do. And so that can be better. And then at times we had a little bit of passing breakdown, which is really limiting our offensive options. And so you hear in volleyball a lot how it's about the serve and pass. And I do think tonight for us, that definitely put us at a little bit of a disadvantage in just being in the rhythm we like to be in. But I really expect that to come as we get to play more.
Despite the loss, still some really good, impressive individual performances. When you look at the numbers, I mean, Julia San Giacomo sets a career high with 27 kills. Sophia Tolino had 20 kills. San Giacomo had 17 digs too. And then Michelle Schaefer, just 1 kill shy of a triple double. What can you say? You kind of already touched on it, but coming off that long of a layoff, just the effort from those players and really the whole team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of our athletes were, or a couple of them anyway, were out of position too, because we're having to, make up for not having one of our middle blockers available. And so Michelle Schaefer, on top of, setting, had to block some middle. And Sophia had to block a little middle while she's taking a bunch of out of system swings on the pin. And I thought they did such a good job of being willing to do whatever we needed to do for the team, understanding how to put us in the best position possible. And we just came up a little bit short. There were just a few execution moments, I would say, in the third set, kind of middle of the third set, that we had some opportunities that we weren't taking advantage of. And then obviously, down the stretch. But I'm really proud of how we're able to be flexible and be able to kind of cover for one another. I think that COVID's pushing all teams around the country to sometimes need to come up with other solutions. And as a coach, I enjoy that part of it. I think it's fun to problem solve a little bit, but it can put a lot of stress, on the teams and on the student athletes. And I think our team really stayed together as we were trying to problem solve and work through that.
Well, I guess the good news is you get a chance to go right back at it tomorrow. We saw you responded from a tough 5-set loss against Pacific by beating them the next day. It sounds like you've got no doubt in your mind that your team will come out fired up and ready to go tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think Portland did a good job, similar to Pacific, in their ability to play floor defense and dig a lot of balls. And yes, Sophia and Julia had a lot of kills, but they also had a lot of attempts in the 5-set match. And so
Yeah.
I do think being able to find some more balance will be helpful in keeping their floor defense off balance a little bit more. So we'll look to that, and then also hopefully bring a little tougher service game.
All right, coach. Well, good luck tomorrow. Thank you for joining us and looking forward to tomorrow's match.
Awesome. Thanks, Ben.